got it. All right, we're back. Before we left you, we were talking about we're going to end on our COD note right now and how there's a new company that is going to come out with the new installment of Call of Duty. I don't know what it's called yet. Ethan, you have that information.
I do not have that information.
Oh, who had
I don't think it's been released.
Someone said it was
well, the information you
Stonefall or something.
Sledgehammer is what you're
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Stonefall.
I don't know.
How the hell did you get that?
Yeah, well, we don't have is the name. We don't know what the next COD title is going to be. So Sledgehammer is apparently making the next Call of Duty title. None of us know much about it. This scares me a little bit because I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Sledgehammer was supposed to be producing the game after Black Ops 1, and then that fell through.
That didn't happen.
And so Modern Warfare 3 happened, and we all know what. Well, Modern Warfare 3 happened, and we can pretty much just leave it at that. Because Infinity Ward
on Wikipedia, it gives them credit for MW3 with Infinity Ward.
Okay. They could have. Oh, well, then I have no interest in playing the next Call of Duty. They were half responsible for one of the worst things.
No, thank you for that. All right.
That sounds just abysmal. All right, well, let's move along then.
All right, let's move along. Okay, so new games are coming out. Anybody excited for new games? I know I am, because I love playing new games.
I am.
But you know what I'm not excited for? Paying $15 a month to play the new game. What's that load of crap?
That's pretty regular. The problem that I have with it is it's still a $60 game.
Right. If you're going to charge $15 a month, the general rule of the market is they don't charge $60 for the game itself.
Right. Charge $30 for the game, give the first month free.
They are doing that. They are doing the first month free. I read that.
Well, if you pre-order.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If you pre-order,
they're doing
that's
some
it.
bull crap with pre-orders.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. If you don't pre-order, you don't get a month free.
Well, also, with pre-orders, they're letting people who pre-order be any race on any faction.
On any faction,
On any faction, and they can play like the Imperial Guard.
Well, if you get the Collector's Edition, which is called the Imperial Edition, then you can play an Imperial on any of the three factions.
Yeah.
I thought pre-orders could be any race on any faction.
They can.
Either of the pre-order options can play as any race on any faction, but no one has access to Imperial unless you pre-order the Imperial version, and then you can play an Imperial on any faction. Because right now the Imperial is not in the game.
So for the people who don't know what we're talking about Elder Scrolls Online. It's a new game.
Oh yeah.
We should probably talk a little bit about what the heck we're talking about.
I've played it.
Coley Galloway is probably the only person who's played it out of us. Anyways, if anybody's played Skyrim or Elder Scrolls on the Xbox, new game coming out. It's gonna be online. You can play with different people. I think it looks.
Do you think you're being cute, Coley? Because it's not. Stop it.
What's he doing?
Making faces.
So, anyways, that's a little backstory. If you guys know about Skyrim and you've played, if you've played on Xbox, you know what we're talking about. If you don't, go to Elder Scrolls Online. It'll give you a little run through and about all the new stuff that they're doing. So, anyways,
Skyrim was on more console systems than just Xbox. Okay, thanks.
Back to the it was on PC.
Yeah, guess who has?
I'm not gonna go through all the.
Guess who has multiple days worth of playtime on PC?
You do.
You do.
So the Elder Scrolls Online is coming out. First of all, I'd like to point out just a hilarious little error that Brendan covered.
Yeah.
It says, as the release date, it says like 4/14/14, right? So to me that says it's coming out on April 14th of 2014. But then right below it, it says June 2014. I'm like,
No, you know what that is, actually? It's coming out early for the PC. It's coming out for the PC.
Okay.
And then it's coming out
is it
for the
in June for
consoles
Xbox?
in June. Yeah, it's coming out for the consoles.
Okay. But
we thought they had a
That's so ridiculous.
No one should get it for Xbox.
No. Well, it's only for the Xbox One too. So if you own an Xbox One,
you still have to pay for Xbox Live, and you have to pay your monthly subscription.
Yeah.
I would
That's a
be
loadable
interested
OD.
just to see how it runs on an Xbox One, but I would never buy it on an Xbox.
Not as
Yeah.
good as a PC.
Oh no,
Let me-
definitely not.
Let me
I'm just
spoil that for you
curious.
right now.
Well, I'm just curious to see how it plays because it isn't an MMO. I mean, I will say for an MMO, it
Yeah.
plays remarkably like an Elder Scrolls game. It's a, excuse me, I need a burp. So it plays like an Elder Scrolls game. It's a little more MMO-y than that, but it feels like an Elder Scrolls game. You can play the whole game from first or third person, perfectly fine. The third person is better in this game than it's been in any of the others.
Yeah.
Because
but-
it was originally
but-
developed.
All of this is coming from beta, and I said this on Facebook, that a beta is not indicative of how good a game is going to be on full
Right.
release.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I had a blast playing Battlefield 4 beta. It was so much fun. Full release was crap. The servers were down all the time. It was glitchy as hell. Like, it was
Right.
bad. It was not a good
Yeah, I
game.
mean, well, I will
I
say
feel like
like
that was just the swamp of
the
people.
combat is not, or like the way you move is not going to change and things like that. It's not going to get any worse, at least, right? Like from beta to launch. Now there might be all kinds of
surely
other
that can't get
technical
worse.
issues.
Like,
Right.
surely
Like,
nothing
so I'm
can
just
get
saying,
worse, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk. There were tons of glitches and stuff, clearly, and yeah, there will be issues at launch because it's launch and there are issues. Hopefully, it won't be anything bad or game breaking, or it'll just be like your standard launch issues because those happen. For every game except Star Wars: The Old Republic, I just want to throw that out there. That game might have done 6 million things wrong, but nothing went wrong at launch. Like the game just ran smooth. And I was like, what?
So let me ask, are you guys planning on getting it at launch?
Oh, that's such a hard question.
Probably not.
Not at launch. Definitely not at launch.
If everyone's gonna get it, I might.
I'm not.
But I
I'm
haven't
not
played an
getting it at launch.
MMO. For
Because here's my argument. We're gonna buy it. Like, okay, let's say we all buy it for the PC. Oh, we're playing it. It's so much fun. Then we have to pay $15 a month. Or like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come and play this game, which is free. I'll have just as much fun with it at the same time. So I'm gonna stop playing that game. So then you wasted $60 plus the 15 you paid, and then we come back to it, and then you have to start paying $15 again, and then we're just gonna get off of it.
exactly.
It's just
I don't
gonna
know.
go
Well,
back and
here's
forth.
my argument against that. When you pay $15 a month to play a game, you don't
generally
generally struggle with infidelity to that game.
I will agree with okay. Yeah,
As
I agree
one with
that.
experience, I was very faithful to my subscriptions.
Yeah.
Alright?
But like,
I did not cheat on my MMOs.
if we're all playing Xbox, like we're playing Call of Duty and you're playing Elder Scrolls Online, what are you gonna play? Are you gonna play with friends or are you gonna play Elder Scrolls Online? Ooh.
You don't know me very well if you think that if I'm into an MMO, I'll bail out to
Dude.
play Xbox with friends. You don't know me.
man.
Ethan can vouch for this.
No.
Sophomore year, second semester, Ethan can vouch.
No.
They were all playing Modern Warfare 3 nonstop, and I was like, Tor,
Toy.
16 hours a day, Tor,
Okay.
classes,
So
Tor.
let's talk about more games coming out than just Elder Scrolls Online. Shadow of Mordor.
Ooh,
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
buy
seen
this
gameplay
game.
for that yet.
I'm gonna buy this game. It looks.
I'm gonna
cool.
wait and buy that
It's
game.
like, I'm not gonna
Completely
buy it when
single
it comes
player.
out.
It's completely single player, and it takes place
Hallelujah.
entirely in Mordor.
Think of, for people who don't know about Shadow of Mordor, think about your LOTR game like War in the North. Think of that mixed in with Assassin's Creed. That's kind of what this game.
I don't really
is
see
gonna
the
be
War in the
like.
North in it at all.
Well, I'm just saying that's an LOTR game that is like third person and you play.
You
you
played
kill
War in the
people.
North, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Dude,
What,
War in the
what
North
did you guys
is
think
the
of it?
great game. I liked it.
Liked it.
It was
fun.
entertaining. It
Doesn't
was
have,
fun.
doesn't have a ton of replay value or anything like that, but it was fun. It was
Yeah.
good. It was
It was
good for a
fun.
playthrough.
And that's what I'm saying with this game. Like I bought Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I don't know a lot about the story.
Oh,
of
I'm
Assassin's
sorry.
Creed. It was a fun game. It was
What?
actually a really, really
Black
fun
Flag?
game.
I've heard
Yeah.
nothing but good things about Black Flag.
Black Flag was fun. It was
Really?
a fun
Same
game.
here.
Yeah,
I was
I just
sailing
haven't-
around in my ship, blowing crap up, and it was awesome.
I heard it's way better than AC3, and I heard the PC
Well,
port
AC3
is
was-
actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
AC3 was bad.
I've heard very good things about Black Flag.
I've heard the story's a little weird. Like it doesn't really. No one's sure
Yeah.
quite how it ties in with the story completely.
It
but
doesn't. It's like. Desmond
Are you talking about
died,
like an Animus?
and
Like,
then they make a company out of his DNA, and then they just go through the Animus thing, and I don't know. It's
Like-
weird.
Like, honestly, I could give two shits about what all the things happening in, like, present time
Yeah.
is. Like, I care about the pirate time story. Like,
Well, yeah.
whoever Desmond's replacement character is, whoever it is that they're doing in the real world, I don't care about that story at all. I just care about being a pirate.
And that's what
I agree. That's
happened.
something that I've never cared about with the Assassin's Creed series. Is I've never cared about who's in the Animus.
Yeah.
Or on and assassinate people. Yeah. I just like parkouring. But yeah, so Shadow of Mordor. I don't know. I think it's cool and lame that it's all in Mordor at the same time. Because I just really don't like Mordor. Like, of all the countries in Lord of the Rings, probably the one I'm the least excited. I would be the least excited to run around and log 40. I don't know how many
40
hours. 40 hours of playtime in. Mordor might get. I just might turn off the game and just feel sad. You know.
Hold on. Is it open world? Quote.
Yeah.
Like, is it just run around and do stuff? Kind of. It's not.
It's open world.
Open Mordor.
Open world.
That's
open
Mordor.
Not open Middle Earth.
Because you start out, you're a defender of the Black Gate, and then Witch King comes and screws everything up, and now you're on the hunt for the orc leaders.
Leaves you for dead.
Yeah, he just leaves you for dead. But you're a wraith. I want to know how this story goes. He's a wraith.
You're not a wraith.
You have wraith.
Isn't he some kind of revenant or something?
You're partnered with a wraith who possesses you and gives you wraith powers.
Okay. Because I was just watching the game through, and it was like, you can activate your wraith powers. I'm like, he's a wraith?
Wraith mode activate. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that works. Because some of those abilities that the wraith power had looked utterly on Lord of the Rings, like teleportation.
Yeah.
If wraiths could do that, the Witch King would have been absolutely unkillable.
Never died by Mary.
Someone was trying to tell me that won't work because there's no wraiths other than the nine ring wraiths. It's like, yeah, that's not true. Have you heard of the Barrow Nouns?
Yeah, that's not true.
Wait, hold on. Back up. Rewind. Who did you just say killed the Witch King?
I didn't say the Witch King.
Right? Or Pippin.
Who?
I said the Witch King. I just said the Witch King would have never died.
No, Ryan said Mary?
Mary and Pippin.
No, Mary didn't kill the Witch King. He was there.
No. Well, no, sorry. No.
Eowyn killed...
No. Yes, Eowyn killed the Witch King.
Eowyn
killed the Witch King by stabbing him. But Mary stabbed him in the movie.
In the knee,
in the knee.
Okay.
But if he has teleportation things, that wouldn't have happened, and he wouldn't have died. He was a catalyst in his death.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at.
I'll at least give you that.
There we go.
But yeah, so someone was trying to tell me there are no more wraiths. I was like, there are all kinds of wraiths. You've never heard of the Barrow Downs, son?
Barrow Downs, yeah.
And he's like, well, those don't count. I was like, that does not count. They're wraiths. Yeah. So
my goodness.
It looks. I was impressed at a glance because they can. I mean, you can make anything look impressive in a gameplay trailer and showing like that. But it looks impressive, the level of kind of depth to it, with how everybody's interconnected, and you can dominate their mind and then see the webs of and how you need to manipulate them, and then you have those different options, for how you want to go about pursuing the next mission. Like you send him to assassinate him, you can kill him right there. You can just tell him to run off and spread the gospel of your destruction.
I kind of like that. Like you can just spread your fame, and then people are afraid of you, or people are trying to kill you, and that effectively changes the whole story. Everything you do changes the story, and people remember. And so
I'm interested to see how the Nemesis system works out, because apparently a lot of the enemies are just randomly generated, and so they'll vary from playthrough to playthrough, which is theoretically really cool. Theoretically really cool.
If
hopefully it's also practically really cool. But if I don't get Ratbag, I'll be very disappointed. I want an orc named Ratbag in my campaign, dang it.
That's fantastic.
Alright. Another new game coming out. Heroes of the
Destiny.
Storm. And
I'm
Destiny.
pretty excited for Destiny.
Let's talk about Destiny instead of Heroes of the Storm. Destiny. Why are you excited? Totally is obvious.
What console, what system are you getting it on?
Because Bungie made it.
Well, yeah.
That's enough to get me excited.
That's why you're excited?
That's enough.
Is it?
That's enough
It's for
get me
PC.
Honestly, it's enough to get me excited.
Is
it coming out for
gonna
PC
be
or
for
is it
PC?
just Xbox?
I don't know if they've announced it.
I
I don't know if they've
whether or
announced
not.
it. They've announced the consoles, but they haven't given a
Yeah, both
definitive
consoles are
answer
out.
about PC. If it doesn't come out for PC, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real
I would-
sad because that means
'Cause
I'll
I
have to
would
spend.
I would like to play it. Or I'd like to have the option to play it. I guess I'm not. It's another game I won't get at launch, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks like Destiny will not be coming to PC.
Yep, I just read that too.
Oh man.
I just read the Destiny.
All right, well,
probably wouldn't.
I guess I'm not playing Destiny.
I'm cool with that. I have enough games to play.
I hear that.
Like,
Yeah, I've got.
if I have to
But
get
I want the
if I have to get a
option.
PS4 to play this game, I'm not going to do it.
No.
Right, but I mean, like, it's lame that it's not coming over. Like, I want the option to play it.
Okay, for people who don't know about what Destiny is, Brendan, explain it.
Is it? It's not an MMO. It's a first-person like.
Oh, it's an MMO.
Is an MMO? Okay. It's like a first-person MMO basically.
Okay.
Bungie made it, and I can't remember the story, but this
So
sphere.
it's set on Earth.
the creator
Earth was
comes
almost
down.
wiped out
Yeah.
by it was almost wiped out by alien invaders. The giant orb, which is called, what is it called? The something.
The Protector.
Destiny.
The-
The
The
Destiny.
orb's not called Destiny, is it?
Oh.
It's
Orb.
not called.
No.
He's
No, it's
no,
called
he's
Destiny.
The Orb of
He's
Destiny.
he's trolling. Just kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say.
You guys-
Pretty sure it's called the Protector.
Something like that. Yeah, but the Protector
What's
came
the
down.
main
and saved
part of
him.
Destiny called? It's the Destiny, you idiots. You guys are
Okay.
so stupid.
God.
Gosh. Ignorance is bliss.
But yeah, so it's open
So-
world again, MMO. So it's
Open
pretty
world
much got to be.
MMO, first person shooter.
Yeah.
I've got another one to add to the list, but keep rolling.
Oh boy.
Of games or what?
Yeah, of games that are coming out, and this one is deeply exciting. This might be the most exciting news I've heard in a long time. So
I kind of want to hear it.
I'm excited.
just keep
What is it?
Well, let's finish the Destiny. We'll
We're
finish the
kinda almost
Destiny
done
talk
with
first.
Destiny.
So Destiny's
Yeah.
loot-based, right?
It's what?
It's loot-based?
Yeah, it's loot-based
Yes.
MMO kind of deal. It's pretty typical MMO, just first person. It looks fun. They showed some demos and stuff
Bungie's
the last
started.
3, and I'm sure we'll get more the near future. But and it looks good. It looks pretty cool. There's different classes which you would expect from an MMO. So really, it's just a first-person shooter MMO.
Yeah.
You have spells and abilities, but I mean, it looks cool, and I think having I don't even know what I was going to say. I think having a scuff is an advantage for every game. So I think having a
Well,
scuff
yeah.
would be an advantage for them because they are coming out with Xbox One scuffs.
You know what
so,
else is? Mouse and keyboard.
Oh yeah,
I'm
a
gonna
few
put
more
my
buttons.
Scuff
Are
to
you
my
telling
PC.
me that my keyboard has more buttons than my controller that has 2 extra buttons?
Only by like 112.
Okay, well, I mean that's. And then I've got my mouse, which has 17 buttons, which on its own outclasses my my controller.
All right.
True.
I'm super excited for what Coley has to say because I don't know what the heck he's talking about. So I would like
Okay.
to
You're going to be disappointed, and Brendan's going to be disappointed, and
Why?
Ethan will be mildly
Oh,
intrigued.
man.
Dang
This
it.
is my
Is
prediction.
it South Park: The Stick of Truth?
Mm,
Because
no,
that's got a release date for March 4th.
Oh, excellent.
I'm
No.
excited for
That
that.
one
Oh,
I am super
Sony
excited
Online
for.
Entertainment, guys. SOE. Are you
SOE.
familiar with them?
I don't
They,
like SOE.
hold on,
are the
hold on.
ones
I
that
think I
make
know what you're about to
PlanetSide.
talk. I think I know
don't
what you're
know.
about to say. Are you talking
You
about
do.
how they renewed their trademark for Star Wars Galaxies?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Are you serious?
Brendan's
Apparently.
excited.
Because they did that.
Yes, that is right. So Ethan's on the ball.
I actually enjoyed that game when I played it for like.
They renewed their trademark for Star
I-
Wars Galaxies.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't think anything's coming from it.
What do you mean?
What do you-
Like they think they're just covering their bases.
Did you see what they Reddit post
Sure.
by the CEO of SOE?
No.
he said, let me find it because I'm in a Facebook group for Star Wars Galaxies, the Star Wars Galaxies fans group, because this game was 7 years of my life. You don't understand. In which I would take periodic month breaks to like play World of Warcraft, and then I would go back to Star Wars Galaxies. So let me see. There's a Reddit post. Where the heck is it, bro? Anyway, there's a Reddit post where the CEO of SOE said he announced that they were closing down 4 MMOs, and then he said, but we're coming out with a new one, and you Star Wars Galaxies fans are really gonna like it.
Oh,
right.
Face.
So that means that they're gonna come out with just reinstallment of Star Wars Galaxies, or are they gonna call it something?
Maybe
different?
Star Wars Galaxies 2, because they do that, because they did EverQuest and then EverQuest 2. I would pee myself.
Okay.
The thing I loved about that game was space battles.
Space?
That was literally the only reason I played that game.
That was like the
so
last
much
3
fun.
months of my play time was the space. I would be so excited to play it on a PC that could run it, because my home PC, no joke, the first character I ever played on that game, I ran that game at 5 to 10 frames per second.
Oh.
This is not at all times. And I played 26 hours on that character.
At 5 to 10 frames
Damn.
per
At
second?
5 to 10 frames a second. Well, 5 is a little high for the low. Like,
Man.
honestly, it was like 2 to 10 frames per second. And Ethan probably saw me run around on that character, so I'm like, it was bad.
Okay, so what about
That sounds
what
awful.
about the fact that Disney and EA signed an exclusivity deal?
What?
I don't know. That I don't know
EA
about that.
has exclusive rights to Star Wars.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. Because I wondered about that. I was wondering if it was just going to be a game that was essentially Star Wars Galaxies, but not in the Star Wars universe, you know?
Like, I'd
Really
be excited
big
for
Star Wars
another MMO
Galaxies.
by them if it was very similar to Galaxies, but I don't think it's going to actually be Galaxies.
I could see that. I hope
Well,
it is,
damn.
just because I'm such a Star Wars fanboy that I do hope it keeps the Star Wars IP, but I really... I would love to be wrong, but I was talking about this with the people on Facebook, and I said I doubt it will be Star Wars. But if they renewed the Star Wars Galaxies trademark, then how could it...
You would think they're in the they're planning something out with Star Wars if they renewed their Star Wars
Also,
Galaxy thing.
Yeah.
This was full when we started this podcast, so if I have to leave to pee...
Good Lord, Coley.
Okay. A lot of new games coming out. Let's go on to the next new game. There are so many games. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard's first
MOBA.
MOBA.
I don't want to play another MOBA.
Because we don't
That's all
have
I'm gonna
enough of
say.
those.
I think it'll be fun. I mean,
It's got multiple
I'm gonna play
maps, so that's pretty innovative for a MOBA.
I'm probably gonna play it as much as I
So
play
does
like
Dota
League of
2.
Legends, which is very little. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna say, yeah, I've played that before. It was fun, and then I'm gonna move
Yup.
on with my life.
I'll just stick to
Right,
StarCraft.
I'll play
and-
just enough to be like
Yeah,
competent, I guess, to know what I'm talking about if someone asks me about it.
yeah.
But that's about it.
So that's pretty much it. All right. Well, that was a good discussion. I love you guys. We're gonna go to another commercial break. I know I just had to say that, so we're gonna go to another commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back later with some more game talk stuff. All right.
Yeah.
See you later.